as we break down the numbers, you see that Colbert 5 years younger than Garcia. The height advantage to Garcia, the reach slightly in the favor of Colbert. Rules of our main event here in Las Vegas. There's no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round, and the fight is official after 4 rounds have been completed. To continue with the pageantry, we send it up to Jimmy Lennon Jr. to get the proceedings rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Chelsea inside the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas as Premier Boxing Champions presents the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by TGB Promotions and Showtime. Sponsored by Geico, this bout is sanctioned by the WBA, the President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, Supervisor Julio Time, along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the Chairman Stephen J. Klubeck, and the Executive Director is Jeff Mullen. Judging at ringside for this bout, from Nevada, Dave Moretti. Also from Nevada, Patricia Morse-Jarman. And from New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. Introducing our third man to the ring, he'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Kenny Bayless. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. A battle of undefeated southpaws in the ring. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBA Super Featherweight World Title Eliminator. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas, it's showtime! On my left, he is fighting out of the red corner, wearing red trunks with white trim, hailing from San Juan de Maguana in the Dominican Republic. He weighed in at 129 1/2 pounds, undefeated in his campaign to the ring with a record of 14 wins, no losses, 3 no contests, with 10 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making his Showtime debut, here is the former Dominican Olympian and the current southpaw contender, ranked the number 5 featherweight in the world by the WBA, introducing Hector El Droide Garcia. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing multicolored trunks, fighting out of and representing his home of Brooklyn, New York. He weighed in at already 128 3/4 pounds. He also is undefeated in his campaign with a record of 16 wins, no losses, 6 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the skilled rising star, ranked the number 1 super featherweight contender by the WBA, introducing the colorful and undefeated Chris Primetime Colbert. Once again, our referee in charge now to give instructions, we have Kenny Bayless.
Chunks are okay on this side. Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I give you a caution to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck to both of you. Touch them up. Coach.
Main event time here in Las Vegas. Chris Colbert looking to remain undefeated, taking on a fellow unbeaten in Hector Garcia, who is trying to get the upset over the Brooklyn native and the number 1 contender in the WBA Super Featherweight division. We are underway. Referee in charge, Kenny Bayless. Both men are southpaws. That is very interesting. Very rarely do you see that in boxing. I mean, you do see it, but it is a rarity. Chris Colbert coming off of a unanimous decision win over Tuxtu Nyambayar back on July 3rd. That was in Southern California, Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. For Hector Garcia is coming off of a win over Isaac Avalar back on December 18th. There's a nice right hand by Colbert. Colbert very sharp. He's wearing the blue hair. He always changes the color of his hair for a prize fight. This fight he's dedicating to autism awareness. I think it is great with the philanthropic efforts that Chris Colbert is involved with. There's a right hook to the body by Garcia. There's a straight left down the middle by Garcia. Garcia looks to be quite chiseled and in very good physical shape. He's defined in his midsection and has, you see, bulging bicep muscles. He's very strong up top, at least aesthetically. Midway point of the first. Good jab by Garcia. Colbert appears to be a little bit dry. I know it is, they have the air conditioning in here at the Chelsea, at the Cosmopolitan, but Colbert is, you know, dry, which is something that we don't necessarily see him, you know, come out of the locker room with on many fights. He's typically got a nice sweat going, perspiration and everything, but he seems to be a bit dry, and I wonder if that'll affect him here in the early rounds before he gets going and breaks a sweat. Because the one item you don't want to do is you don't want to come out cold fighting somebody like Hector Garcia, you know, who is a relatively unknown quantity to American audiences. There's a nice straight left to the body by Garcia. 45 seconds left in the first. Garcia seems to be very relaxed and methodical-like in his demeanor as he plods forward against Colbert. There's a nice left to the abdomen of Colbert. Final moments of the first. Nice straight left. And that'll end round one.
The defense is a little tighter. The jabs got to work a little more, okay? Got to work a little more. Deep breath. And that leg got to be on this side when you're on the lefty side. When he's on the left, you're going to be on that side, all right? But those jabs got to work. And those hooks, measure with the right hand and turn those hooks. Give them different looks. You good? All right. Just do me a favor. When we got to touch the body. I tell you, we touch the body, he's not going to hurt.
Muy bien, síganlo tocando arriba, mantenga la mano ocupada, ¿ok? La mano de frente ocupada, que no cintura, eso no da problemas, ¿ok?
Hold on. Okay.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
Round number two. This one is scheduled for 12. Round one, punches landed, thrown. Colbert 7 of 37 for an 18% connect percentage. Garcia 9 of 50, also for an 18% connect percentage. Good jab. They both are exchanging as Garcia coming forward, trying to press the issue. Kenny Bayless wanting to step between them and said you guys got to work out of it. Garcia came forward, tried to blitz Colbert. Colbert with a tight guard, like a peekaboo guard, like that blinky right guard that Colbert is using now to try to frustrate Garcia. Now he's coming forward. I think he's doing that on purpose to try to impose his will upon the 30-year-old from the Dominican Republic in Hector Garcia. And Colbert's not afraid to get physical either. He may have a lot of speed and quick and agile and explosive, but he likes to mix it up. Oh, beautiful shot there by Colbert. Looking to answer back is Garcia. It's almost tit for tat is what it is. All right, I'll give, but I'm going to give right back. I'll receive and I'll give right back.
Bring him up.
There's a right hook connecting for Garcia. I think Colbert advancing forward. There's a right hook. A couple of right hooks by Garcia. Garcia pounding away on Colbert. Colbert unloads. I wonder if Colbert, he sort of smiled over at Garcia. I think the mindset for Colbert might be to have this guy punch himself out get some confidence and then be able to go ahead and sort of derail that mentally as he smiled at Garcia. Now he spins him around. 70 seconds left to go in the second. Now Colbert going on the attack. But back comes Garcia. The action heating up here in Las Vegas. The winner of this fight has a ticket to take on the reigning WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the world, Roger Gutierrez. Gutierrez tested positive for COVID-19. Thus, he had to pull out of the fight against Chris Colbert. There's a nice left to the body. Good left hook by Colbert, followed by a right down the center. Good work here by Colbert. Right to the body by Primetime. There's a right hook connecting by Hector Garcia. Final moments of the second. We're on to the third.
Beautiful. The only thing I want now is keep that defense tighter and keep poking him. He's dying out already, right?
It's a beautiful combination there by Colbert, but answering back is Garcia. And more action, that left hook spraying Garcia, followed by a couple of right hands from Primetime.
Keep touching the stomach, keep bringing him up this way, sides and up the middle, body and up the middle, okay? He's gonna go, baby, he's gonna go, believe me. I got him. He is gonna go. He's already punking out. He's looking to punk out. You gotta stay strong. Let's go, baby. It's time to shine.
Use the jab.
I'm about to tell you some more defense.
Use the jab.
More defense. Keep your hands a little tighter.
Coming out.
Right. A little tighter, baby.
Really like the instructions that Ariolano Sosa, the head trainer of Chris Colbert, said. He goes, I want you to keep your punches straight, go up the middle, and look at Chris Colbert use his hand speed. Now Colbert's getting warmed up, and that could be problematic for Hector Garcia. Can Garcia respond? Look at the lightning hand speed. There's the right hand driving back Garcia. Garcia seems to be flustered as Colbert now getting into his rhythm. He's so cerebral-like in his demeanor, is Colbert. Now he's inviting Garcia to attack him and pressing him. He almost wants him to chase him so that he can uncork a 4-5 punch combination. He's got that little shoulder Philly shell roll, and now a little bit of gamesmanship as he was moving around his hands. But Garcia pops him. We'll see if Garcia can attack the body. Against a mover like Colbert, you gotta rip the body. I don't know why he's head hunting, because the head will move, the body does not. He should be hammering away on the body of Colbert, just like that. He needs to put more of an emphasis on targeting the body if he's to be successful and upset Chris Colbert here tonight. Kenny Bayless warning Garcia about keeping his punches up. That jab frustrating Garcia.
Work out.
There's a right hand connecting for Colbert. Double jab by Colbert. 80 seconds left here in the third. There's a good left hook followed by a right from Colbert.
All right, let him go. Stop back.
Good shot to the body by Colbert, followed by a right hand that staggered Garcia. Colbert looks very much in control now as he has taken over the tempo and the pacing of this fight. with his ring generalship, using his jab, his feints, good footwork, attacking when he needs to, and very rarely expending energy that is unnecessary. Big straight left though by Garcia. He tags Garcia, but answering back of his own was Colbert. Colbert showing a good chin there, but Garcia now has some offense, and they unload at each other as the bell sounds.
You can't just get a little careless. Everything's good. Don't get a little careless, all right? But you got to do me a favor. Now, when you touch him...
Taking a look at some of the action as Garcia steps in with that left, but Colbert answering right back, bang. That shot right on the jaw, but that left did land and this was at the end of the round, and I think Colbert likes it. So does Garcia.
Mira, importante, jab, angulo, cuerpo.
Síguelo abajo, síguelo abajo. Ya ese cabrón sabe. Come around the ear, come around the ear.
Thank you, guys.
Listen to the bell.
On to round number 4. This one is scheduled for 12 here in Las Vegas with Chris Colbert and 1 Hector Garcia. Garcia's undefeated, so is Colbert. Big right hand for Colbert. Colbert unloading a couple big right hands there to start off the 4th round. Kenny Bayless allowing them to work out of the break. Garcia certainly a game opponent, unloading on, trying to throw some punches on Colbert, but Colbert spins him around.
Stop.
Kenny Bayless steps between the two and will let him work. Good right hand, found its destination with Colbert. Garcia tying up with Colbert.
Don't hold him.
Kenny Bayless warning both men about holding. Garcia looking to get some offense started. It's a straight left by Garcia. I think Colbert playing possum, but he does have his back on the ropes. Now he unloads. Colbert was inviting Garcia to come forward. And look at Colbert's reaction as he looks at Kenny Bayless, has to say, you want me to keep my punches up? What are you talking about? Couple of right hands as Garcia pressing the issue. Trying to put himself on Chris Colbert. Colbert looking to go ahead and counter. There's a right on the left ear of Colbert. I wonder if that affected the equilibrium of Colbert. Colbert still advancing forward, trying to get right in the chest of Garcia. 40 seconds left. Oh, there's a big straight left. Colbert might have been wobbled. Either he was wobbled or off balance. It's interesting because, big straight left. Garcia advancing forward. I don't know if Colbert's playing possum or he's hurt or a combination of both, but Garcia's having a big round here in the 4th. A right hand followed by a straight left from Garcia. Colbert looking to end that 4th round. I don't know if Colbert is of the mindset, let me have Garcia burn himself out. We're on our way to the 5th. Big round for Hector Garcia. Taking a look at that low blow. I thought it was on the belt line, but I can understand why Kenny Bayless admonished him. And a right by Garcia to the left ear of Chris Colbert.
Al aire. Ahí. Kenny.
todo bien, papá, todo bien.
Estamos ganando. Hey, he's getting tired. Es cansado. Ese está cansado.
No se me toque
Ese
la
está
mano.
cansando. Poquito a poco se está cansando. Estamos bien, estamos bien.
Sí, cuando me lo
Sigue lo que está haciendo. Come on, let's go. Both those in the centro. Cheater.
Total punches landed, thrown through for Colbert, 67 of 222 for a 30% connect percentage. Garcia, 64 of 272 for a 23% connect percentage. So Colbert has been the more accurate of the two, but there is only a 3-punch difference in terms of landed. 67 for Colbert, 64 for Garcia. Big straight right hand down the middle, backing up Hector Garcia to commence the fifth. Colbert steps in with the right hand of his own.
Stop, step
The
back.
corner of Hector Garcia, Bob Santos and company were urging on Garcia as to say he's getting tired. Meaning, I'm wondering if Garcia is going to take more risks and apply more pressure to Colbert because of the belief in the corner that Colbert is tiring as the fight progresses. A minute has come off the clock here in the fifth. Main event for Chris Colbert in Las Vegas as a prize fighter. This is what you dream about. Headlining a national and a worldwide television event in Las Vegas, in the fighting capital of the world. At 25 years of age, Chris Colbert can say he did that. The question is, will it be a joyous main event, or will it be one filled with that of his first professional defeat? Garcia undefeated, and he gets popped by a straight left from Garcia. But looking to spin around is Colbert.
No spinning.
Kenny Bailey's warning Chris Colbert about spinning around Hector Garcia. They both tie up. Under a minute to go here in the fifth.
Stop.
He can't keep tying up every time on the inside. Vivo
They are rumbling here with Hector Garcia. Those that are in his corner, they believe he is getting the better of these exchanges. Right hook to the body by Garcia, followed by a left. Oh, big straight left as he tacked Colbert. Colbert now, there is swelling underneath the right eye of Chris Colbert. And Garcia applying the pressure, looking to end the fifth in style here is Hector Garcia. Similar to that of the fourth. That is making an impression on the judges. Colbert giving away some of these, the last 30 to 40 seconds based on him using some theatrics. 3 judges tonight. Dave Moretti, Patricia Morris-Jarman, and Steve Weisfeld.
This is the time I gotta scream at you, baby. You giving this shit up. We cannot give these rounds away. You understand? Pick this shit up. You talk this shit. So come on, let's do this. Come on. No fucking roads.
How do you look on that side, okay? Good?
Keep them at the end of the jab and 1-2s and move, all right? Keep them at, do not.
Taking a look at some of the action, there's a nice right hand that momentarily backed up Hector Garcia. And I believe this is the offense from Garcia as he drove Colbert against the ropes. There's the right hook upstairs. And Colbert languishing on the ropes, and Garcia comes forward, blasting him. And Colbert smiling, but he got a stern talking to from his lead trainer, Ariolano Sosa. He goes, you can't be doing this stuff. And I'm paraphrasing, he goes, you can't allow this. And Garcia starts strong in the sixth. Came storming right after Chris Colbert.
Stop. Let him up.
And those that came to support Hector Garcia are making a lot of noise here at the Chelsea, at the Cosmopolitan here in Las Vegas. They are lively. I feel like it is a world baseball classic a Dominican Republic against Puerto Rico game, for crying out loud. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's a very nationalistic pride in the Dominican Republic Olympian in Hector Garcia. Could another upset be brewing? At the beginning of the night, you saw Fernando Martinez defeat Jerwin Cajas to become the new WBA super flyweight champion of the world. Now, in this case, Chris Colbert was a sizable favorite, 25-1 on the sports books, and Hector Garcia is looking to turn that all upside down and sort of vanquish Colbert's hope and attempt to challenge for the world title. And Garcia applying the pressure. Look at this work rate. Kenny Bayless watching Chris Colbert.
Head up, head up.
The WBA super featherweight champion of the world being Roger Gutierrez. Garcia fighting well.
Work out, work out.
Making it a physical fight. Pressing and driving Colbert to the perimeter of the ring, not allowing him to use his hand speed. I'm curious to see if Colbert's going to use more of his jab and try to go to the body and use his hand speed instead of just eating him. He's trying to avoid shots, but Garcia's pressure is frustrating Colbert. It is relentless pressure. He steps back a little bit, then he goes right back in, as you see, into your living rooms, wherever you're joining us around the world. We are into the final 42 seconds of the sixth. But Garcia is gaining momentum as this fight moves along, and that could be problematic for the heavy favorite in Chris Colbert. Big straight left, caught the chin of Colbert. Another one. And I mentioned that when he came into the ring, Hector Garcia seems to be the bigger physically out of the two. He is the bigger, stronger of the two, it would appear, from an aesthetic standpoint. And in the fight, it has been the case. Final moments of the sixth. That ends the sixth. We're halfway home.
I would give him the rounds away on those ropes. You gotta listen. If you don't listen,
here is some of the action. And look at just Garcia tee off on Hector Garcia.
Difference. Okay? Now you got to get to work. All right? You can't give away another round. All right? He's up now. He's up now. You got a few.
Come on.
He's up.
He's up. We got to pick this shit up.
Herman Caicedo and Ariolano Sosa both in unison telling Chris Colbert, you cannot lose another round. He's up now. You cannot lose another round. We will see if Colbert goes back to the prime time that we know, using his jab, his hand speed, his power to frustrate opponents. But he has given Hector Garcia quite a bit of confidence as we are into the second half of the fight. And unofficial scorecards, they have Garcia ahead, 59-55. Can Chris Colbert chip into this Hector Garcia lead? He's got to take every round as its own, but he's down significantly. This is the most adversity Chris Colbert has faced in his career. How will he handle it here tonight in Las Vegas when he has a very lively and capable underdog that did not get the memo that he was supposed to lie down and lose easily to Chris Colbert? There's a good right hook upstairs for Garcia. Colbert is fighting a better round here, but he gets popped with two jabs from Garcia. I think, too, that the fact that Garcia is an Olympian, that he has that amateur background. He has very underrated pure boxing skill. That is enough to frustrate Colbert. And now Colbert, he's not able to use his hand speed and his physical attributes because he's fighting somebody that I'm not saying on par. Big straight left, down goes Colbert, and oh my goodness, things have gone from bad to worse for prime time.
7, 8. You okay, baby? Come to me. Give me your glove.
Under a minute to go. Chris Colbert, never been down as a pro, getting hammered by Hector Garcia.
Stop.
Chris Colbert in serious trouble, and a major upset is brewing here in Las Vegas. Oh my goodness. And Colbert now just looking to survive and have time just tick away. Now he's getting hammered. This fight might be over. Colbert getting hammered every which way. He has to survive 20 seconds. Oh my goodness, how things would be upside down here at super featherweight if Colbert cannot get this win and he gets stopped by Hector Garcia. Garcia's hammering him. Big right hand there by Garcia. Colbert with his back on the ropes.
Stop.
And now Colbert is dealing with the fight of his life. A knockdown for Garcia and the Dominican Republic contingency. They are in a state of fever. Big straight left as Colbert came forward and placed on his back for the first time in his career. Came forward, left himself open, bang. Right on the button.
Okay, babe. Watch the Holding. I gave you a hard warning.
Hey, he threw a lot of fucking punches at me.
Everything's perfect. Give me the water. Get the stool up. Okay.
Round 7 for Garcia. 24 of 65, 1 of 31 on the jab, 23 of 34 from a power punch standpoint. That comes out to a 67% connect percentage. Unbelievable numbers jumping off the page for Hector Garcia as he's in firm control now as Chris Colbert dealing with a sizable and is looking to cut into this deficit. Garcia pops him with the right. Colbert, that right eye swelling a little bit. And now Garcia's got Colbert hurt again. Kenny Bayless watching the action. Chris Colbert and Garcia believing that he could end the night of Chris Colbert here in the 8th. Garcia, Kenny Bayless watching the action. I think Colbert is still hurt. Boy, what an upset this would be. And Colbert just seems to be reserved to the fact that he just wants to go ahead and hold here. We're at the midway point of the 8th. And Chris Colbert is getting hammered by big shots from Hector Garcia. Colbert is facing a major uphill climb, and if you're Hector Garcia, taking this opportunity on 3 weeks' notice, now you would become the mandatory and could challenge for the world title in your next fight because of this opportunity on 3 weeks' notice. For younger fighters out there, it is always stay ready because you never know when you're going to get that phone call that could potentially be the opportunity which could change your life. Under a minute left here in the 8th. And Chance Garcia echoing here at the Chelsea, at the Cosmo.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Stop.
22-0 is the punches landed for Hector Garcia, and I think just 1 or 2 now for Chris Colbert. Garcia has a major lead, and Colbert just seems to be out of sorts. In the 3rd round, it seemed like Colbert was getting his footing about him, but then Garcia just has been able to get into his groove and seems to be the bigger, stronger guy, and is just unloading the bigger, more authoritative shots, and that ends the round. Colbert tied up with Garcia. He still seems to be wobbly.
You're on your way. You're on your way. You're gonna go. Estamos ahí. Estamos ahí. Estamos ahí. Estamos ganando fácil. Hey, you're on your way. You got it on. Tennis court.
Vamos con eso, ¿ok?
Hey, mira. Doble, triple. Cuerpo. Sigue matando abajo. Sigue lo que tú estás haciendo. Hey, cámete el corazón. Hey, mira.
Look. Breathe deep.
Al aire. Relax.
Breathe deep.
Relax. Tú eres un fucking rey. Tú eres un rey.
You're a king. You're a king.
Vamos, rey.
Let's go, king.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
We are on to round number 9. This one is scheduled for 12. Round 8, punches landed, thrown. Colbert, 5 of 26 on 19% connect percentage. Garcia, 27 of 62 for a 43% connect percentage. Colbert now looking to unload on Garcia. Colbert needs a knockout in order to win this fight, even
Work out. Let him go.
the 9th round mark.
Let him go.
Straight left there by Garcia. You see total punches landed, thrown. Garcia 27 of 62, inaccurate 43%. Colbert just 5 of 26 in the single digits, and that was just in the 8th. Appreciate my producer Sam Rubinoff giving us that great information. Privilege to be with you here in Las Vegas at the Chelsea at the Cosmopolitan as Hector Garcia, who was a major underdog. A 25-1 favorite was Chris Colbert entering the ring tonight here in Las Vegas, according to the odds makers. And Hector Garcia didn't pay attention to that. He goes, I'm undefeated. I got the power. He said in the pre-fight press conference, he goes, look, this guy is off style. And he goes, he's a showman, but if he wants to be a showman, he can go to the carnival. If you want to box, you want to be in a fight, I'm going to be there. And I'm going to prove to him what I can do. 75 seconds left here in the 9th. Colbert having a better round, but Garcia just seems to be now in cruise control mode.
Stop.
Under a minute left here in the 9th. Big straight left by Garcia.
Look out.
Garcia seems to be very relaxed, very comfortable. And what a moment for him after coming off of the victory over Isaac Avalar, staying in shape, being ready for an opportunity. 3 weeks notice. And chance of Garcia when Roger Gutierrez tested positive for COVID-19, thus calling off the fight with Chris Colbert. Garcia stepped in, and now it is, now Colbert's unloading. Now Colbert trying to get some offense going towards the end of the 9th. Big right hand there by Colbert. Colbert's going to have to really do something special to turn the tide in his favor.
Stop.
That ends the 9th. We head to the 10th.
Now you gotta be that dog. Whatever it is, you gotta fucking suck it up. You hear me? You gotta suck it up.
Deep breath. Slow through the mouth. Okay?
Give him the water.
No le pongo qué. Eso.
Give me another one.
Respire, por favor.
Yes, sir.
Eso jala aire. Si ocupa respirar, respira adentro. Paciencia, ¿ok? Amárrelo y respira adentro. Ese cabrón no quiere esperar tampoco, pero no se me queda afuera.
So Colbert getting into the fight a little bit more. Nice right hand. And Garcia caught the shoulder first. You see that left right on the jaw of Garcia. And the right, bang. Caught the shoulder first, so the shoulder absorbed the initial brunt of the blow, but it did land clean. It wasn't a flush shot, though. Round 10. This one is scheduled for 12. Chris Colbert was told by Eliminator Sosa, his trainer, you gotta dig deep. You gotta come out with something wild here. They know they need a knockdown or two to even inch closer to cutting into this deficit and the lead that Hector Garcia right now has. And Colbert unloading. Colbert's gonna have to go for broke in these final 3 rounds, and Colbert unloading on Garcia. And Kenny Bayless warning Chris Colbert about not leading with the forearm and pushing off with the forearm. Clash of heads now. Hopefully that didn't cause a cut. Total punches landed, thrown through 9. Colbert 105 of 380 for a 27% connect percentage. Garcia 177 of 601 for a 29% connect percentage. So Garcia is landing more than 72 punches over Colbert, and also he's nearly doubling the punch output with his volume. So it's the fact that Garcia is landing more, he's throwing more, and he's landing the more authoritative shots. And that is significant in the eyes of the judges. Big straight left backing up Colbert. Colbert now with his back on the ropes. Kenny Bayless watching the action. Colbert, I don't know if he's playing possum again or if he's hurt or both, but that has been the story throughout this fight. And those that are supporting Hector Garcia believe that they are on the verge of a monumental upset. And Garcia hammering away on the body of Colbert. Colbert now just tying up. 65 seconds left here in the 10th.
Stop!
Colbert looking over at his corner. Final 45 seconds to go here in the 10th round. Hector Garcia and Colbert languishing on the ropes, and he's sort of smiling over at Garcia, but he's got to do something. Again, I don't understand this game plan by Chris Colbert to invite Garcia to come at you, languish on the ropes. You've been hurt before in the fight. Kenny Bayless is watching you. You cannot afford that. And it's this playing possum that is really unique, and I'm curious to see why Colbert decided to use that strategy, which I believe is not being called for by Eliminator Sosa, his lead trainer, and Herman Caicedo. But he's 25 years of age, and he has 2 rounds to turn things around in a dramatic way. That was the clash of heads as Colbert uses his right glove to. And Garcia at the end of the round, bang, just blasting away on Chris Colbert.
All right, you got championship rounds, 11 and 12. This is what they're made of. You ain't winning a decision. You got to get the knockout. Stay inside, southpaw to the body, finish to the head. Stay tight in your D. Tight in your D. All right, keep walking him back.
Try it again off his fucking low jab. I'm telling you.
Stop. Let it go. Let it go.
The southpaw back you up.
Total power punches landed, thrown through 10. Colbert 97 of 261, a 37% connect percentage. Garcia 184 of 409 for a 44% connect percentage. Herman Caicedo told Chris Colbert, he goes, you have the championship rounds. You're not going to get a decision. You need a stoppage. He goes, go to southpaw, then go to the body, finish off at the head. And Garcia comes right after Chris Colbert, not giving him any opportunity to be able to gather his thoughts and go to work. He has disrupted the rhythm and the timing of Colbert all night long, and he has been unloading big straight lefts, which have been smacking around the head of Chris Colbert and snapping back his head. Colbert's got to do something significant as Colbert spins around Hector Garcia. Garcia, 30 years of age, from the Dominican Republic. He was a 2016 Olympian, lost in the first round, thus negating his chances to medal. We're at the midway point now of the 11th. And Colbert still hasn't done anything to get or have Garcia in any imminent danger whatsoever. Colbert has 4 minutes to turn things around. And on the opposite side, if you're Hector Garcia, who has fought masterfully tonight, you literally have 4 minutes until you punch your ticket to a world title opportunity. Talk about having Willy Wonka's golden ticket, but holding your opportunity to challenge for the world title in your next outing against Roger Gutierrez. Oh my goodness. There was a thought process. How would Chris Colbert come out against Garcia? Would he be, and now both men, gamesmanship, but they're killing the clock. Would Colbert be as motivated to fight Hector Garcia, an unknown quantity, instead of fighting Roger Gutierrez, the WBA super featherweight champion of the world? And I think that might have been the case, and now it is Garcia who's looking to stop Colbert. Colbert that said, get off me. Final moments of the 11th. To the 12th and final round we go.
Deep breath. Walk him down this route, Chris. All right? Walk him down this round. Get to that body. Get to that body.
Are you good? Let me know if all right, so come on, let's work, dude. Come on.
Do it on the head.
I told you what it is. 12 un round, champion del mundo. And the new. But cómete. And the new. Mouthpiece, get ready, mouthpiece. And the new. Cómete de corazón. And the new.
The 12th and final round of this contest, under the center of the ring.
12th and final round we go. Through 11, Colbert 2 of 12, 16% connect percentage. Garcia 14 of 47, a 29% connect percentage. Colbert is now going for broke. They are both going toe-to-toe here in Las Vegas.
Stop!
Kenny Bayless admonishing Garcia about something. Colbert has got to dig deep. He needs a significant walk-off shot for a victory, because his undefeated record and his championship aspirations appear to hang in the balance, as Hector Garcia has fought a brilliant fight tonight against the Brooklyn native. And the crowd booing. Colbert needing something big in these final minute 55. 90 seconds remaining in the 12th and final round. Colbert hasn't done anything to try to turn things around. And Colbert, I'm sure he's going to go to the drawing board and dissect this. I have no doubt that he will be back, but for Hector Garcia, what a Rocky-like moment for him to get this on 3 weeks' notice, to be ready, to be in shape, to come out and put on a performance like this when you were such an underdog, when no one aside from your inner circle and those around you gave you a shot. And to come out and do what he has accomplished and to perform at this level against Chris Colbert, I think speaks volumes. Barring anything of horrendous judges' decisions, Garcia will cruise to a unanimous decision. And Colbert didn't do anything to try to turn the tide in his favor in this 12th and final round. Colbert looking over at the clock.
Let him go, let him go.
Final moments. Hector Garcia looking for a major upset. If he wins tonight, he will punch his ticket to a world title opportunity. And this one's over. Chris Colbert, there is the Dominican Republic contingency. They believe that Hector Garcia has just picked up the biggest win of his career. What a performance by Hector Garcia, and Chris Colbert showing the sportsman that he is, taking around Hector Garcia. Goes, I appreciate you. Chris Colbert, a class act. And oh boy, curious to see how they have the scorecards, but this shouldn't even be a question. Hector Garcia from the Dominican Republic with Bob Santos as his trainer. Here's how the numbers shook themselves out. Colbert 116 of 436 for a 26% connect percentage. Garcia 211 of 733 for a 28% connect percentage. So they are going to have a party with those in the Dominican Republic after Hector Garcia has brought up his name to the top 5 and the #1 contender status, as now his date will likely be the WBA super featherweight champion of the world, Roger Gutierrez. And what a brilliant job by Bob Santos to create a game plan to frustrate Chris Colbert and to be able to throw him off his rhythm and to allow Garcia to do what he performed at such a high level. Saw Garcia hammering away upon Chris Colbert, banging that straight left. And look, that's why you fight the fights. You don't pay attention to the odds all the time. And it didn't take Jimmy Lennon Jr. long to get the scorecards. I think this should be academic across the board. And Bob Santos, who is very underrated as a trainer and as a cutman and as those involved in the business of boxing. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr. to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judges at ringside, Steve Weisfeld and Dave Moretti both score about 118 to 109. Patricia Morse, German, sees it 119 to 108. All three in favor of the winner of the WBA Super Featherweight World Title, Eliminator, Hector El Droide Garcia.
Upset of the year here in 2022. This one leads the clubhouse. A unanimous decision win for Hector Garcia, as he's now the #1 contender to the WBA Super Featherweight Championship, now held by Roger Gutierrez. Chris Colbert, undefeated record, no more. But Colbert showed a chin, but tonight was not his night. As you see the scorecards, Dave Moretti, 118-109. Steve Weisfeld, 118-109. Patricia Mos-Jarman, 119-108. Here's Jim Gray.
Will translate for us. How would you describe your performance this evening?
Por favor, describe cómo tu actuación esta noche aquí.
Bueno, primero, gracias a Dios por estar hoy aquí en día. Gracias a Heymon, a mi equipo de trabajo, Ismael Sala, junto a Fernando Díaz, Eri, mi condicionista, que le agradezco todo porque trabajó incansable conmigo, a vos Santo.
Yeah, Bob Santos, he worked with me long hours to get this done today. I want to thank God. So also Isabel Salas, Al Heyman, everybody that's involved in my corner to get this job done today. I felt great.
How are you able to have such great confidence coming into this fight with just 2.5 to 3 weeks notice?
Con solamente 3 semanas, ¿por qué tuviste tanta confianza en la pelea de hoy?
Bueno, porque me dieron la oportunidad. Tengo muchos años ya en boxeo, esperando la oportunidad. Y desde que me dieron la oportunidad, cambió todo, cambió mi ánimo, cambió mi vida, en el gimnasio, en todo, el ánimo, ¿me entiendes? Mi equipo de trabajo confía en mí, me dijo, cojan la oportunidad con los ojos cerrados. Ismael Sala, gracias, profe. Usted no está aquí hoy en día, pero esta victoria es dedicada para usted.
Yeah, no, I definitely, when I was told 3 weeks ago that I was going to take this fight, I saw in my eyes that my life was going to change. So I needed to come in my best shape. I want to give a lot of credit to the professor, Ismael Salas, who gave me the confidence to say, you can win this fight.
Ask him to please look at the monitor. We're going to look at the knockdown in the 7th round. He had never been knocked down before. You had relentless pressure. Tell us about what happened that led to this.
¿Qué pasó en este round que lo pudiste noquear?
Bueno, como le había dicho antes con anticipación, que yo tengo poder en mi mano, confío en mi puño, que no se confiara, que no se durmiera, porque si se duerme, iba a caer en cualquier momento.
I had told him not to go to sleep because I have powers in both of my arms, and that's what was the key, that I came back with that power shot and knocked him down.
Were you surprised at the desperate hour in the 11th and 12th round that he elected not to fight and just dance and not even engage?
¿Tú te sorprendiste que en el rango 11 y 12 lo que se dedicó fue a bailar por el cuadrilátero y no pelear?
Bueno, porque ya lo había cogido anteriormente, creo que en el 9º o en el 10º, lo conecté bien fuerte al cuerpo y fingió, y de ahí para adelante no fue boxeador.
Yeah, no, in the 9th and 10th round, I can't recall the round, but I hit him so hard in the body shot, and after that, I knew I had him. I knew that he wasn't going to be a boxer anymore.
Would you like Gutierrez next?
¿Quisiera pelear contra Gutierrez próximamente?
Sí, claro. La próxima pelea quiero ir por el título mundial y voy a ser campeón mundial si Dios lo permite. He trabajado bastante, mucho sacrificio, mucho esfuerzo para obtener un campeonato y lo voy a lograr.
No, definitely. I want to fight Gutierrez for the World Championship. I worked too hard to get into this position today, so I definitely want to fight Gutierrez.
Bob Santos, Hector, congratulations.
Felicidades.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Thank you, Coach Salas.
Un saludo a toda mi gente de República Dominicana que está activo en sintonía viendo esta pelea. Gracias a Heymon por la oportunidad, PBC, todo lo que han hecho posible porque hoy en día.
I just want to thank everybody in the Dominican Republic who's seeing this fight right now. They were very active and definitely giving me the support I needed today, and also Al Heyman.
Thank you. Congratulations. Chris, what happened?
First of all, I'd like to thank God. I'd like to thank everybody that came out here to support me. I'm sorry I let y'all down, but tonight he was just a better man. I'm going to take my defeats the way I take my losses as a man. I'm going to keep my head up, and I want to run it back. Let's do it again.
Was there a bit of a letdown that maybe you experienced internally when you weren't fighting for a title and possibly overlooked Hector?
No. There's no letdown. There's none of that. There's no excuses. I'm going to take my my losses the way I take my wins. He was the better man than I. Let's run it back.
Were you surprised with what he was able to bring, that constant pressure and just the onslaught that he was able to deliver with you staying on the ropes?
Nah, everybody really put pressure on me. That's nothing new. Today I just wasn't myself. But like I said, there's no excuses. I want to get a rematch if we can. Let's get it. Let's get it. Shout out to him and his team. I appreciate you for taking this fight on late notice. You did your thing tonight. Congratulations to you and your team.